And you can sit your body up if you want on a folded blanket or on a bolster here. We'll invite our eyes to close and our awareness just to come inwards. Just inviting your awareness to this internal landscape of the self. And taking this inner gaze, notice how your body is feeling today. Notice the way that your breath is moving. And you might begin to invite a deeper breath in here. Slower, more complete breath out. Observe in your body any places that feel uncomfortable in this moment, any tightnesses or areas, congestion. We'll join here our palms towards each other in front of heart center and draw our chin in. And there's space if you choose to join your voice in the sound of Om as we begin our asana practice in a moment. Om. Bring your hands here down to your lap, invite your chin in. These might stay closed or they might open here, but we'll come into a simple circle of your head around your neck. And as you circle here, notice if there's areas of discomfort and just ease off. Don't lean into those areas. Let yourself be compassionate. You're not forcing any movements today. You might invite a sensation of softening here into your jaw and your temples. And the next time your chin is coming in, there's space just to reverse the direction of this circle, moving in the opposite direction. Really lovely. And coming back towards center here. Good. We're going to keep moving from this position, but if you are uncomfortable, if when you switched your legs, your body has been like, when are we going to switch back? Now's your chance. Or you can keep your legs just as they are. We'll bring our hands to our knees. Inhale, lengthen forward. Lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round your spine. Let your gaze come towards your navel. And again, eyes could be closed, so maybe your gaze is inward this whole time. You're going to find your own pace of movement that jives with your own rhythm of breathing here. Feeling into the areas of your spine that are mobile. And you're welcome to stay here, hands on your knees, or you can join your hands at your ankles and continue this seated cat and cow. So as the hands come into a more narrow position, just notice where the sensation of this stretch is felt in your body. It might be a little bit different than when your hands were apart. And just like we did with our neck, we'll go easy on ourselves here, not forcing any movement that causes any pain. Just inviting a nice free flow of breath and energy in your body. Lovely. Let's come back towards center here. We'll take a switch of the legs, crossing in the opposite direction. Extend your fingers nice and tall, reaching towards the sky. We'll take an easy twist to the right here. Left hand's going to cross your body, reaching for your right knee. Right hand's going to be behind your back, pressing into the ground. Spine here is long, shoulders soft. And we're breathing easy. Did you do something to scare them away, Dad? Did you do something to scare them away? Well, let's inhale here. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky. We'll exhale, second side. Soft jaws, soft shoulders. Breathing into the seated twist. Next breath in, let's come towards center. Option to reach your fingers up. We'll bring our hands through heart center here and then just stretch your heels long in front of you. Yeah. Give your toes a nice little wiggle. Lovely. So one of the reasons, Erica, I wanted to put a mat over here is I want to give you an option to sit up against the wall. If you want to come up here, you're welcome to. There's room right next to me. Because our next postures, we are going to come right up where we're leaning against the wall behind us. And as you, okay, as long as that doorknob doesn't hit you, yeah, as long as you're comfortable there, we're going to come right up against the wall. And as you come up here, you are welcome to use your blanket as a lift for your hips, right? So as we come up against the wall, sometimes it's not comfortable to be on a flat surface, but what I would like to invite is, yeah, this full contact with the wall. We can pick up any leaves that might fall behind you, Brahmaji. Yeah. Yeah. And here from the wall, we're just create a little bit of space between your heels. So not as wide as if we're doing like a truly wide-legged posture, but wider than hip width distance. Yeah, and we can just press as much of your back body as is comfortable here. So if it's comfortable to press the back of your head into the wall, we'll do that. This is meant to be a pose that doesn't use a lot of effort here. So if you feel like you're really efforting to press back, go ahead and relax a little bit. Eyes might close, and we're taking just some deep breaths here, leaning into the support behind you. Really nice. Notice here the way that your body is breathing. We'll invite that inhale that really fills up the lungs if you're not already inhaling that way. An exhale that's a full and complete emptying. And this position is great for your back body. You have the support of the wall. We're sitting up straight. It's really good for digestion. It's also a nice grounding pose, a good way to calm your nervous system. If your eyes have been closed, there's space to open them if you choose. We're going to bring our feet hips width distance apart here. Let's head into the right knee if that's comfortable for you. You're just going to hold the right knee inwards. Yep. Knee is pointing up towards the ceiling. And this doesn't have to be a super deep bend of the knee. You'll decide what makes the most sense for you. Begin to press into your left heel. Pull your left toes in. That's it. Yeah. Really good. And just feel the stretch that activates in the left leg. We could stay here grounding into the left heel, pulling those toes in, or you could lift your leg up, shift it to the left, and then lower it. And then lift your leg up, shift towards center and lower. Yeah. This is one of those exercises that helps stabilize the knees. We were talking about the knee earlier. So we're activating these muscles that surround and support the knee, and we're giving them an opportunity to work a little bit, training in that nice muscle memory that's going to stop the body from compensating and jumping into muscles that don't support us as much. Yeah. We're just moving with the breath. And you can skip this after all you're walking. And we'll come towards center here. Next time your leg is center, we'll switch. Right leg long, left knee coming inwards. Yeah. And just take a moment. You're deciding how much or how little you're bending into the sides legs. Just begin to press through your heel, pull your toes in, feel that activation in the back of your leg. As you feel ready, we can lift the heel up, swing to the side and lower. Lifting, swing towards center and lowering. You're going to find your own pace here. And then the next time your leg is center, we will extend both legs long. Go ahead and scoot away from the wall. We're going to keep that length in your legs. Create a little bit of a micro bend into your knees. Draw the flesh away from your sit bones here. Take a sweep of your arms up, big breath in. Exhale, soften forward and down. If this feels intense behind your knees, you're going to bend even more into your knees. So we don't want to feel this as a stretch behind the knee joints. We want to feel this mainly in your back body. Eyes might close as you fold forward here, and make any adjustments that your body might be craving to let yourself breathe easily here. See if you can connect here with that sense of expansion in your body as you breathe in. And softening in as you breathe out. And next breath in, let's begin to walk your hands in towards your body. We'll sit your torso upwards. We're going to come and lay on one side. And these props, they're here. So if you want to use them, you're welcome to. Ideally, though, we're not really using anything beneath our body. Let's start with the right-hand side. That makes sense. And Erica, you can go whichever direction lets you see. And so right arm is going to lengthen here. Left hand is going to steady your body from rolling onto your belly. And we have two options with our head. Our head could be resting on our long lower arm, or you might take a bend at the elbow and hold your head up. There's not a right or wrong. It's going to feel into what makes sense for your body. Just take a moment, maybe close your eyes, maybe go inwards. Just feel all the way from your head, supported on your hand or your arm, all the way down your torso. Feel the point where your side body makes contact with the mat. Feel the outer edge of your hip and your leg. Breathe into your heels and your toes. Really nice. Lower leg is going to stay grounded and steady. Upper leg's going to inhale and lift. Yeah, you're deciding how much. Lowering your upper leg. Inhaling to reach up. Exhaling to lower. And as with all the movements that we do in class, you're deciding the speed of movement. You're deciding how high you're reaching. Next time your upper leg is lowering, we're not going to lower completely. Instead, we'll bend into the knees, set your foot behind your lower leg. Really nice. Activate your lower leg, breathing into your heel. Pull your toes in towards your body and that lower leg. And as you're ready, we'll inhale to lift your lower leg, exhale to lower. Yeah. Beautiful. Next time your leg is connected with the ground, you're going to straighten that upper leg. Lengthen your lower arm. If you're supported on your elbow here, we're going to lengthen that arm, stretch it long, rest your head in your arm, reach your other arm over your head. Maybe your hands join here, stretch into your fingers, and you can scoot towards the center of the room if you're bumping into the wall here. Stretch your toes forward. Feel the length of your body. Nice big inhale. Full and complete exhale. Big breath in, and we'll exhale. One more inhale. You have the choice if you want to roll onto your belly and right over to the other side, or you can choose a different way to transition to your second side. Either way, we're going to find ourselves on our other side. You'll make the choice here. Does it feel better to have your lower arm long and to rest your head here? Do you want to take that bend of the elbow and support your head? Upper hand is right in front of your chest, just keeping you fully on your side body here. And you might close your eyes, feeling into this side of your body, the side of your body making contact with the ground. The way your breath is moving here. As you feel ready, we'll begin that lift and lower of your upper leg here. You can pair this with your breathing so that as you inhale, you're reaching and lower as you exhale. Next time that leg lowers, we're going to take that bend of your knee, settle your foot behind your long lower leg. And we'll take that lift and lowering of your bottom. Lovely. Release that bottom leg to the ground. Extend your top heel long. If you're up on your hand with a bent elbow, we'll straighten that lower arm, resting your head on your inner arm. Upper arm has the option to reach over your head. Stretch your fingertips forward. Stretch your toes away from your fingertips. Breathe into this long line of energy in the body. Beautiful. And we'll release those hands down and find your way onto your back body. As you come onto your back, you might grab for a blanket and support your neck here with a little roll of your blanket. Give yourself space as you come onto your back so that there's room to stretch your arms over your head. If there's not, there is more than enough room for you to scoot forward towards the center of the room. Good. We're going to start with bent knees here. Extend your right heel up towards the ceiling, left arm up towards the ceiling. Really nice. We're going to reach the left arm back, right heel forward. Right heel's going to float above the ground. Left hand's going to float. And then inhale, sweep them towards each other. Exhale, lengthen. You're going to go at your own pace here, sweeping your limbs towards and then maybe past each other, and they're arcing here. You might keep that left knee bent, that left foot connected to the ground, or you might choose to extend that left leg long. Just feel how that movement feels in your body. Next time your limbs are long, we'll lower your leg long. Rest your hands down by your side. Extend your left leg long if it's not already. And we'll just pause here. Maybe bring your hands to your belly and feel into the rhythm of your body's breath. Go into that gentle sense of expansion as you breathe in. Your body's softening inwards, relaxing as you breathe out. Next breath outwards. Let's release your hands back by your side if you chose that option to bring them to your belly. We'll take a bend into both knees. Both feet will reach the ground. Extend your left heel up towards the ceiling. Right arm's going to reach directly above your right shoulder, reaching towards the ceiling. Lengthen your leg forward and your fingertips back and behind you, not quite letting your hand and your foot land. And we'll inhale, sweeping your limbs up, maybe even past each other. So it's this big swing of your arm and swing of your leg in opposite directions. They meet above your body in space, and then they reach out and extend away from each other. You might continue to keep your right knee bent here, or you might choose to straighten that right leg long on your mat, continuing this sweeping movement of your arm and opposite leg. Next time your leg and arm are long, we'll relax your foot to the ground. Bring your hands down by your side. We'll extend both legs long here. Bring your hands to your belly. Maybe close your eyes and just go into the experience of your body breathing. Release your hands from your belly here. Lengthen your arms long, palms facing down, and then invite your shoulder blades towards each other and your back body. It's just a little action of snuggling your shoulders inwards. You might even feel that center of the shoulder blades lifting away from the ground. Keep that action as you take a bend into both of your knees. Settle your feet hips width distance apart. Really good. Rotate your palms to face inwards towards your body. Take a bend at the elbows so that your fingers are pointing directly up towards the ceiling. Snuggle your elbows closer to your ribs, and we'll again do that action of inviting your shoulder blades even closer to each other. So it feels like we're creating an arch in the upper spine. If this is too much, skip the arm action so you can keep your arms relaxed if this feels too intense for your body. We're going to, throughout this movement, and we're moving towards our bridge pose, we're going to keep this firm connection of your upper arms, those elbows pressing back into the earth, your upper back lifting away from the earth. Keep that action of elbows pressing down. Press into the outer edges of both feet. Lift your hips up. Here's our inhale. Exhale, lower your hips back down. We're moving at your own pace here. Inhaling to lift up into our bridge. Exhaling to lower. Really nice. So you're welcome to keep moving here up and down in a Svipattapitham, or the next time you're lifted, you might keep your hips up, lengthen your arms long, bring your hands towards each other behind your body. You can interlace your hands, pressing again those outer edges of your arms and elbows into the ground. Press your hips up. If you're here, see if you can relax into your glutes. Let those elbows pressing down and your heels pressing down do the work here. Wherever we are, whether we've chosen to be in motion still or in stillness in this Svipattapitham, we're breathing. We're connected with breath and sensation as it's present here. We'll release the hands if they're joined. Slowly guide your shoulders back out and lower your spine vertebrae by vertebrae down. Lovely. Let's invite your right knee in towards your chest. Hands are going to hold either in front of the right shin or behind the right thigh. Find a side to side swing of your right leg here. So working into the right hip. And you're choosing how far you're moving in any one direction here. Really lovely. Stretching into your hip. Next time that right knee is centered over your hip joint, you can pause this movement, bring your hand behind your right thigh. We're going to extend the heel up towards the ceiling. Always the option to have your hands down. So holding onto your leg feels like a lot of work here. You can release your hands down by your side. You can hold onto a different part of your leg. I'm just going to invite some movement into your toes here. A little bit of wiggle. Maybe the ankle wants some rotation. Any movement that feels good for your body, invite that here. We're just inviting a nice stretch and release into this right leg. Take a hold of the right knee. We're going to lower that right leg to the ground. Lift your left heel away from the ground. Bring your left knee in, holding either in front of your shin or behind your thigh. We'll find that side to side movement, so lateral movement into your left hip. And you'll decide what makes the most sense for you here, how far you're moving in any one direction. And when we practice asymmetrically like this, doing a thing on one side before the other, you can really start to see the different ways that your body holds tension. There's not a right or a wrong here. We're just noticing whatever sensations show up. Next time your knee is drawing in towards your midline, we'll pause here. Take your hands instead of in front of your knee behind that thigh. We'll extend your heel up towards the ceiling. And whatever movement your body's craving, there's not a right or a wrong here. You might find some movement into your toes, create some space between your toes as you stretch them away from each other. You might invite movement of your foot circling around your ankle. Good. Release into this left leg. Nice big inhale here. As you exhale, we'll fold into the left knee, lower your left foot to the ground. We'll cross the right ankle over the left knee. Really nice. Good. So ankle over knee here, and you can move that left leg from side to side. So we're coming into a little swing here. You're deciding, as always, how far you're swinging in either direction. We might need to negotiate a little bit with the people on either side of us as we extend our arms into the shape of a T. So we'll find that space to stretch our arms out. One person can go a little higher, one a little lower, but there's room for everyone. And of course, you can always skip that extension of the arms if you choose. So we could stay here, this swinging to the right and the left, or you can invite the sole of your foot to land fully on the left-hand side. We're coming into a twist here. Yeah. Good. If this is good for your body, you can stay here. If this doesn't feel good, you can take that classic twist, just stacking knee on top of knee like we usually do. If you're here and you want a little more stretch, inch your left foot towards your right side of your body. Reach back with your right hand. Maybe you can hold the left foot. All of these are options. You don't have to take any of them. Might even look away to the right-hand side here. We're breathing, connecting with the fullness of your inhale here, the completeness of your exhale. Go ahead and let go of your foot if you have a hold of it. Extend your arm back out if it's bent out to the side. We'll swing your legs fully through center here. Uncross that lifted leg and we'll come right into our second side, crossing left ankle over your right knee. Find the side to side movement that makes sense here. And just feeling into the sensations that show up here in your body. You're welcome to stay here in motion, or you can land the sole of your foot here on that left-hand side of your body. Maybe you'll rotate your gaze and look to the right. Maybe on this side, it feels like too much and you want to take that option of stacking knee over knee instead of this deeper hip stretch. You're deciding what feels good today, what movements and breathing makes sense in your body. And if you do have that sole of your left foot down and the right, maybe you'll snuggle that right foot towards the left side of your body. Perhaps you'll grab a hold of your foot. We're breathing wherever we are here. Easy breath in. Easy breath out. Inviting here both strengthening into all of these muscles that support movement in your lower body, also stretching, releasing any tightness. And go ahead, let go of that lower foot. If you do have a hold of it, we'll swing your legs back towards center, uncrossing here. And here we'll take a seat up. going to lay down in a minute. So we're not up for too long, but I want to show you our options. And this is why I passed out bolsters for everybody. And some of us are not going to use bolsters. So for some of us, the bolster might feel like too strong of an option. I'm going to go sideways just so everyone can see. And so our lower body, we're going to set ourselves up for our butterfly. And we do have blocks if you'd like to set blocks underneath your knees. Upper body, the option is to lay back on the bolster. If that feels like a lot for you, use your blanket. Give your blanket a roll, set it up lengthwise on your mat. You can do the same movement laying down on your blanket. And a third option is if that arcing of your spine feels good, but you want more support for your head, is we can set the blanket up at the top of the bolster. So it could be a little pillow on the bolster. So there's lots of options here. I'm going to be walking around just to help you find what makes the most sense for you here. This light's low. It feels so bright. Can I help you, George? Are you setting up just like this? Do you want to do a fold again? And then this right next to you? Yeah, let's give that a try. See how that feels. And you can set these up if you want to do that little butterfly here. How does that feel? Does that bother your spine? You look uncomfortable. You want to try again? You want to have a seat up and try again? Yeah. Let me move it. Okay, I'm going to have the block right here for you if you want to do that piece. Feel comfortable. How's it feel? Okay, good. That looks lovely. How do you feel? You feel good? Yeah. Okay. Give you some blocks. I think that'll be nice for your knees. Does that feel more supportive? Yeah. So I'm gonna put some blocks underneath your knees. Give you a little support. Yeah. Yeah. You feel okay? Are you there? Take some nice deep breaths here. If this starts to feel like too much for your legs, we can always straighten and extend your legs long. This position creates a sensation of lengthening, stretching into the muscles of your front body. It's a nice balance to time that might be spent driving or at a computer. And you're also supporting a little stretch into all of these little muscles that sit between your ribs. And we're able to create more space here. We create more inner space for your breath. And so maybe here you'll notice a sensation of breathing in more deeply. And when we breathe more deeply, we also exhale more fully. So perhaps noticing that lengthened exhale, that ability to completely release air outward. Here, if your legs are still in that butterfly position with knees out, soles of your feet in, we'll begin to inhale one knee and then the other, pointing up to the ceiling. Extend your heels forward. We're going to come onto our left-hand side, if that makes sense for you. So the option is just to roll very gently off the side of your setup, blanket or bolster, over onto your left-hand side. And then we'll just gently fix yourselves to a seat. There we are. Good. And the other reason I wanted the support of a wall behind you is we have space to end with our legs up the wall. And I'm going to demo how we're going to get there. So I'll demo first and I'll walk everyone through it, but I find it's most helpful to come and just snuggle the hip as close as you can to the wall so that it's making contact with the wall. Then we lean back, but as we're leaning, we're also swinging those feet up and they're just gonna land right above you. You can set up a blanket. It's a little trickier. You have to guess where your head's gonna land. Again, I'm gonna come around and help you, but let's, so we're not kicking our friend, let's all start facing the, what's this, right-hand side? Yeah, facing the right. There it is. Yeah. Good. You good there, Benita? Yeah. You good? Okay. Yeah. All right, you scoot closer. I'm gonna scoot your pillow to come with you. Is that comfortable? Okay. You want a little roll, Linda, for your blanket under your nose? You want a little roll? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for you. There. How's that? Thank you. Yeah. You got it. Okay.
Oh, good, thank you.
Yeah.
Don't know how I'm gonna get out of this.
You won't. We're here for the night. Just get a little bit this way. You're just a little off center. Yeah. Is that comfortable?
Yes.
How you feeling, George? Yeah, okay. Really lovely. So we can stay in stillness. Or if you like, you can just stretch your right heel a little bit off to the right. Keep that left heel pointing up, right heel is coming out to the right. Yeah. Just breathing, just appreciating the sensation of your heels against the wall. Next breath, we can guide your right heel back towards center, centering over your right hip. And we can do the same on that left-hand side. Easy breath here. And here we'll invite both heels directly up above our hips. And you might stay here, or you might bend into the right knee, sending the sole of your right foot to the inner left leg. It's an upside down tree pose. Yeah. You might even, if you're here, reach your arms up into the tree branches. So arms coming maybe towards the center of the room. Yeah. And if this is a lot on your shoulders, you can always bring the arms out to the side so that your elbows are supported. The way we're breathing. Let's extend your heel long. And take a bend of your other knee outward. Just observe the thoughts that arise and fall away here. Coming back into breath and sensation as often as you need to. Next breath, we'll take that leg. If it's bent, extend it long over your hip. And there's space here if you choose to bring the soles of both feet to the wall. Yeah, soles of both feet in. You might even reach your arms up and hug into your knees. So it's almost like a little ball position, but we're grounded with the soles of our feet connected to the wall. And if it's comfortable for you, we can roll onto our right hand side, rolling on to the right. Use your top arm pressing down to lift yourself up to a seat. See, you did it, except for Megan. Megan's stuck.
Good.
And we're all going to lay down again because it's Shavasana time. So set yourself up with whatever support you need. You have bolsters, you have blankets. I'll be going around with the eye pillows if you'd like some supportive eye pillows. Oh, some tissue over here somewhere. I'm gonna grab that whole box. Can I give you an eye pillow? Benita, eye pillow. Would you like an eye pillow? Just breathe here, letting your feet feel heavy and at ease. Letting that deep sense of heavy relaxation into your lower legs. The muscles that support your knees, heavy and relaxed here. The fronts and the backs of your thighs release their tension. Your hips soften. Your glutes relax into the support beneath you. Your low back and your low belly relax. The muscles of your mid and upper back soften fully into the support beneath you. The muscles of your ribs relax here. Your chest softens. Feel a deep relaxation into your shoulders, down into your upper arms, to your elbows. Deep ease coming from the elbows into your lower arms. Feel your hands heavy and at rest. Muscles of your neck relax. Feel your head resting heavy here. And pallid expression in your face softening away. Just let yourself feel into your whole body here supported. Your whole body here resting. Into a state of rest and ease, invite again an awareness of your breath moving. The whole body resting, this breath vibrant, filling up as you breathe in. Cleansing, releasing on your exhale. You can here to invite some movement into your fingers and into your toes. Bring that movement into your wrists, your ankles. Send your fingertips behind you, your toes in front of you. Breathe the long line stretch of your body. Bring your knees towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Find some movement to the right and to the left. Perhaps you'll come to rest here on your left-hand side. The top arm pressing down to bring your body up to a comfortable seat. Using whatever support you need here to feel at ease, we'll join the palms at heart. Your chin in, allowing your inner gaze to look inwards to your heart center. And just notice here the way you feel, body, mind, and spirit. There's space if you choose to close our practice with the sound of